What's up, YouTube? This is PA Outdoors. So what I have here is a training bag. So let me back up here a second. So you've got your bug out bag, your go bag, your get home bag, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you have, or multiple, one of each, whichever. I'm a firm believer of you put that bag together with the gear you want in it, and then you set it aside. You don't start taking stuff out of the bag, because there's always a chance you'll never put it back in the bag, and you don't want to grab it and go when you absolutely need it and realize, oh, I never put my knife back in there, I never put my ferro rod back in it. So, but you want to get to know how to use all of your gear. How do you do that? A few years ago I watched a video by Equipped to Endure. I don't even know if they're still active on YouTube. I haven't seen any new videos up by them in quite some time. But anyways, he brought up the concept of the training bag. A separate bag that you have gear in it that you take out into the woods and you train your skills with. It doesn't have to be the super same high quality, because I guess the way I look at it is, if you can build a tarp shelter out of a cheap, like $11 UST tarp, then you'll have no problem making one out of a $25 or $30 SOL tarp. Or if you can start a fire with an $11 Light My Fire ferro rod, you can definitely start a fire with a $25 or $30 6-inch, half-inch diameter big monster ferro rod. So that's kind of the concept of this bag. So it it covers most of like the 10 C's. Just in case you do end up in some emergency, because you are out in the woods and you are working with tools, and there always is a chance for something bad to happen. But it's just very basic equipment, and in this case I also put in if I'm testing a certain knife or a certain piece of gear, I'll obviously bring that with me. So let's run the intro and we'll get this open up and I'll show you how I use it. Okay, my training bag. So this is just a Voodoo Tactical deployment bag. They're large, extra large or large size deployment bag. Condor, Voodoo Tactical, several other companies make a smaller version of this. I think it's maybe about this big. It has all the same pockets. It looks identical. It's just scaled down. The Voodoo Tactical is the only one that makes it in this larger size. That's why I went with this one. And it's just a shoulder bag. It does have a shoulder strap. I just kind of have it tucked behind the MOLLE right now because I've just been using the grab handle. So what do I have in here, and how do I use this? So just on the outside, I just have this cheapy Silva whistle, compass, thermometer, and there's a magnifying glass in here, which is almost impossible to get out, but trust me, there's one in there. On this side, I just have mostly shelter making stuff. There's some figure 9 carabiners in this bag, some tarp clips, some already made plastic loops, some extra bank line. Here's some more 550 cord, and some small cheapy tent stakes. Do I always need to make a shelter if I'm just out testing? No, but if I want to practice any kind of shelter building, I've got the stuff to do it. And then I also just have this small Ozark Trail 50L flashlight. It's actually a pretty decent flashlight for the money. And with this bag, you could use this bag as a get-home bag. You could use this bag as a day pack. It's a pretty good bag. On this side, I have a stainless steel canteen. I got this one off of, I don't remember if it was eBay or if it was Amazon. I actually haven't even used this thing. It seems like every time I take this bag out, I end up just taking an Nalgene bottle with me because I always have it. But it comes with the cup. And it's not the butterfly handle, it's just, I got a text message. It's got the older style military canteen type handle, which is actually kind of nice because you know, it tends to not tip over because that handle hits, which is pretty cool. And this is all stainless steel, it's not aluminum. Now it is a small mouth, which, you know, isn't ideal, but, you know, for a stainless steel container, I think this was $25. The only thing I did was, so this chain was attached directly to the cup, or directly to the canteen. Now obviously if I wanted to throw this in the fire, this plastic and cork lid present a problem. So I cut the chain off and put this small, it's still a little difficult to get off, but put this little hook on here so now I can take the lid off, and if I wanted to throw the canteen into a fire, I could do that. I think this canteen and the cup was like $25. I think it was Amazon. I don't think it was eBay. I actually tend not to buy too many things off of eBay. But, so it's not bad. The lid doesn't go on great, but it does seal, so there's that. And it actually fits in there really, really nice. That's about the only, you know, 1 quart water container that I found that fits in this pouch, and man, it just fits perfectly. So the grab handle's also compression straps. This front, this is just a small survival kit I threw together. I had put this together just to see how well I liked it. You know, I used some of the material out of it and I've replaced it. There's just a sparker wheel and some tinder quicks and a signal mirror and a signal whistle, a Bic lighter. Just tossed around. I'm working on putting together like a small pocket-sized survival kit. So I've just been trying out different containers, different contents. I think actually there's some water purification tablets in there as well. That'll be a different video. I'll show you some of the ideas I've come up with. Glow stick. If you watched my UST video, here is that cheapy UST compass. You know, I'm still giving it a shot. Like I said, I think I said in the video I wouldn't trust my life to it, but I have it in here. You know, I guess I haven't given up on it yet. We'll see. Write in the Rain notebook, Write in the Rain pen, obviously to write down notes of, you know, whatever it is I'm testing, or if I'm, you know, working on different shelter ideas, I can just jot down some notes. And then just one of those cheapy clear ponchos. Jam it back in here real quick. All right, in this main compartment here, leather gloves. I am trying to get better at using leather gloves all the time. I don't all the time. I don't even realize I'm not wearing them half the time. There's probably plenty of videos of me out there, you know, working with knives and other things and not wearing gloves. So I put these right on top as a reminder to use gloves. If you hurt a hand, that just makes any kind of outdoor situation that much harder. This is my fire kit. I think you guys have seen this in a previous video. It's the one I've been kind of, you know, again, trying to figure out a good fire kit that I like with contents. There's a video on it. The only difference in this kit is I have a Light My Fire steel in there as opposed to the Spark Force. That's the only difference. I do have an SOL sport utility blanket. Again, I tend to just like, you know, build some lean-tos, you know, different configurations for a tarp shelter. I also like to work on, you know, natural shelters, natural lean-tos using limbs and grasses and so forth. But I don't know, just when I'm out there I like to throw up some sort of tarp, and this is the one I've had in here now. It's the latest one I've been using. Just a small first aid kit with some antiseptic wipes, some bandages, those cheap Mylar space blankets, that sort of thing. Baby wipes, wash your hands, have to go to the bathroom, that sort of thing. What else is down in here? Oh, got a Metrix chocolate chip cookie dough, big 100 bar, 20 grams of protein. Obviously, you got to eat while you're out there. Well, I haven't given up on this guy either. Actually, I think I just left it in the bottom of this thing. I've been using it. That saber cut saw, like I said, it's, I wouldn't say it's the worst saw I've ever used, but it's definitely not great. I just have it in the bottom of there. Just never took it out. A couple of 3mm trash bags. Actually, I think that's just one 3mm contractor's trash bag. And what else is in here? Oh, and the knife, the most recent knife I've been working in the woods with. And obviously there's going to be a whole video on this. This is the Buck, I don't remember the number, it's the Selkirk. I don't know if you can tell there, it's got some love on it. Been doing some work with it. This is a great knife. I'll tell you what, this is a great knife. Okay, it's the 863 Selkirk. Pretty nice, injected molded plastic sheath. A couple different carry options. You can tip this to scout carry, right hand, left hand. It comes with its own fire steel and a whistle. Like I said, I'm going to have a whole video on this knife. Really been enjoying using it. Got most of my testing that I wanted to get out of the way with the Gerber Strong Arm. That's a great knife. I'm going to carry that knife probably forever. But so yeah, I'm going to have a review on this knife as soon as I get the testing done with it. Why doesn't it get that much attention? I'll show you why. Get that turned. Can you read that right there? It says China. Yep, it's a Buck knife made in China. But man, this just is a really nice knife. So a video on that to come. So that's it. This is my training bag. Like I said, it's just a very small bag, just that I can throw essentials in, so I can go out in the woods, test knives, test the saw, practice shelter building, practice primitive fire making, which I am beginning to get into. Working with flint and steel. Just right now working on getting my technique for bow drill. I'm very weak in both of those categories. I'm not a real bushcrafter, primitive guy, but it interests me, so I'm going to learn a new skill or two. So that's what I have. If you like the idea of the training bag, obviously the first thing I would suggest is get your actual main survival type emergency bag done. And then just go out and pick up, cheaper versions of the same tool. If you're just going out there to practice making shelter and working on firecraft, you don't need to bring your $100 survival knife. You can bring a $50 strong arm or a $30 a $30 Schrade. Same thing with fire making. You can get the $11 Light My Fire steel. Probably still the best fire steel there is. You don't need the gigantic $30 ones. Same with a tarp. For that matter, if you just want to practice your tarp building, just get yourself a 5x7 or a 6x8 Harbor Freight tarp for $2 or $3. Get yourself some paracord and start working on it. Because if you can build a shelter with, cheaper versions of that item, then you can definitely make a shelter with, a better version or a bigger version or whatever. But that's just kind of food for thought. Like I said, I stole this idea from Equip to Endure. I really like the idea, the notion of that idea. So there you have it. That is my training bag, the Voodoo Tactical Large Deployment Bag. Please like, share, comment on this video. Let me know what you guys do when you head out into the woods to practice your skills. Do you take more? Do you take less? Do you take something completely different? Let me know. Please give a thumbs up to the video. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. I think I'm in the neighborhood of about 350 subscribers right now, we get to 500, and I plan on a pretty decent giveaway. I think you guys will all like it. So this is PA Outdoors. Get out in the woods, enjoy yourself, but remember, be safe out there. Thanks for watching.